Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here today. I just got off of work, and it's a 49er early victory day. 49ers played in the morning out in New York City. Well, I guess they actually played in New Jersey, but they played against the Giants. They played an honestly pretty damn good 49er football day. The New York Giants, let's just tell the truth. We weren't expecting for them to be a very great team. Honestly, I think they struck a little bit of lightning when they finally sat Russell Wilson down, and then Jackson Dart took over as quarterback. Scatterboo coming from, was that Arizona State? Damn good running back. No fear in that guy. Sacramento guy out here in Northern California. Hopefully, he comes back from this injury and, he's better than he was before. The New York Giants fans, if anybody's going to understand the season that you guys are having, you guys are standing up, you guys are being better than you guys were supposed to be, but it's just injury after injury after injury. A 49er fan is going to understand, because that is our last few years, and that's exactly where we are now. So moving over to the Niners, week 9, we are 6-3. I understand that the San Francisco 49ers have I think we have the easiest schedule based on last year's win-loss percentages. That's just the way it worked out. We had a bad year, we bounced back. That's the schedule they give you, so that's the schedule that you play. If we would be 6-3 at 100%, I would kind of be worried. I understand that I have a lot of things that I'm still worried about. We have so many injuries on this football team that I'm wondering, how we're going to do it, who's going down next. I wonder if, Levi Stadium was built on, some Indian burial ground or something like that. What the heck is going on? But Mac Jones goes out there. He had that one weird play right before the half. He kind of looked like an interception, a pass deflection turned into a pick, and then they ended up ruling it that it was a fumble. That was kind of like the one bad play from the offense. It just happened to be right at the end of the half. Other than that, we played a really good, complete game of San Francisco 49er football. I have said for a really long time that when we go out and we play a game, it doesn't matter who we're playing. If we play the style of football that we have played for the last 7-8 years, we're going to win that game. When we try to match the intensity of the other team, whether they play fast, so we play fast, that's where we tend to get in trouble. But today in New York / New Jersey, this will go down as a Christian McCaffrey football game. The guy just racked up yards. Before the end of the day, we had a receiving touchdown as well as a rushing touchdown. The guy that we traded for that came over from the Commanders, he's been an awesome fill-in, because I would love to say just keep running and giving the ball to McCaffrey play after play after play, because it's working and he's having one of the best seasons he's ever had. But on the same thing, you just think of how injury prone this football team is, and when is the next hit that's going to be the last hit. Everybody remembers, Christian McCaffrey, the Madden football cover star, goes out and has a year where he just could not get on the field, and then as soon as he got on it finally, he pretty much got shut down, and he says, hey, the Niners are really playing for nothing right now. Doesn't really make sense to have you out there. But damn, we were good. Brian Robinson Jr., I believe that's the running back's name, he rushed in for a touchdown as well. Followed that up with Juan Jennings pulling in a touchdown reception of his own in the first half. Overall, really proud of this football team. I understand I didn't get to watch the game. I decided that it was probably a better day for me to go to work. than take the day off. It's actually me kicking off my last week at this job. Well, not this job, because I'm still staying with the same company. I'm just moving to another store. I'm even having the same job title, so it's not like a promotion or anything like that. But my last week at the store, I've been there for 7 years. For the people that have followed me from the beginning, I'm going back to where I started, where I made a lot of 49er videos back in the day. I remember I used to flip the camera around and I used to shoot the people coming out of the bar to get their reactions, because if the Niners won, they were just running out to get a quick smoke, and then they were staying in there to drink a few more rounds. But if the Niners lost, they were out of there, and then you could see them jumping in their cars and fleeing that place, honestly, as fast as they could. There was no more good times to be had. You might as well just go home and drink your worries away. But I remember doing that a lot. But it's going to be a lot of fun. Coming up next week, the 49ers are going to be playing the Rams. Everybody can remember that Thursday night game. It was one of the first Mac Jones games of the season. We played on a Thursday. There's no other way to put it. The Rams are going to be out for blood. We stole that football game from them. There's no other way to put it. I still don't know how we pulled that one off. That was one of the best Kyle Shanahan games that we've ever had. For us to take that game to overtime, to pull out the victory. We had big, huge defensive stops. And, I didn't really name any defensive guys, but Bethune, the linebacker, came from Florida State. I believe he's in his second year with the Niners. He was a middle-of-the-road draft pick, if I remember right. The one thing I know about San Francisco 49er football, the 49ers will never be without linebackers. That seems like the one position on the field that is always covered by a future or a consistent all-pro going back years after years after years. We've always had that locked down. But this game on Sunday, it should be rocket fire. I believe, I'm guessing, but I think the Thursday night game earlier in the season was in LA. So this game honestly should be coming back home to Levi's. No more East Coast for us. Let's just win this game. I mean, there's no other way to put it. I believe we're going to be moving into... Does this put us in... I honestly, I don't know what the Seahawks or the Rams did today. I think we dipped down, so maybe we're chasing them right now in the West. Let's not worry about that right now. Let's just worry about stacking up wins. As long as we're stacking up wins, they're going to mess up, and we're going to catch them and pass them. That's the only plan I got. So, I wish I would have been home today to watch the game. I wish if I was home, I would have gotten more out of it. I always love listening to the games when I can't, but it's hard to catch a lot of the facts that way. So, peace out, everybody. 49ers win. See you guys down the road.